Today I'm going to be doing a beginner eyeshadow look using the Just Peachy Matte's eyeshadow palette. I think that quite a few people probably do own this palette. It's gotten a lot of good reviews. A lot of people on YouTube have talked about it, so I figured why not do a beginner look using this palette. It's kind of Eastery, kind of springy, some very beautiful vibrant shades in it. So that's what we're going to do here today. If you don't have this palette, you could always just use some similar shades to the colors I'm going to use. So if you'd like to see a beginner eyeshadow look using the Just Peachy Matte's eyeshadow palette, just keep on watching. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is use an eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics eyeshadow primer. It's in the shade Malt. It is really important to use some sort of primer on your eyelids, even if it's just concealer, just to make sure that shadow really stays in place where you want it to be and it lasts all day. So to use this primer, I'm just going in with this little still brush that I have, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid. Okay, so the first color I'm going to pick up is this color here, Peach Tart, and I'm just going to pick that up with the Sigma E40 brush, and I'm just going to place it right on the outer third of my lid. I didn't set that primer because I want these shadows to really have an impact and a punch. If you do want to make blending somewhat easier for you, you can just set the primer using the color here, Peach Meringue. Look at that mirror. You can just set the lid using this color here, Peach Meringue. So I'm just kind of starting at the base near my lashes and patting upwards towards the eyebrow, the tail of the eyebrow there. And once again, I'm making sure that I'm looking down into my mirror so I can see my entire lid space while I'm working. Okay, and now I'm just going to clean off my brush using my little color switch here. And then just to keep it a little fun, I'm going to pick up some of this color Peach Punch with that same Sigma E35 or whatever fluffy brush that you're using. And I'm going to put that just on the edge of where that color Peach Tart started. Don't get worried yet, I know it looks a little scary, but we'll get there. Okay, so now I'm going to pick up a Sigma E55. It's just a flat brush, flat shader brush. Anyone will do. And then I'm going to pick up this color here, Peaches and Cream. And I'm going to pack that on the lid. And just to make it sure everything looks blended, I'm just going to pick up that Sigma E35 in No Shadow and just blend where those colors meet, where we put Peach Punch. And then I'm going to clean off my brush. I'm going to pick up some of the shade Peach Butter. Depending on your undertone, you could pick either of these two shades, whatever you think would look better. And I'm just going to place that under the brow gently, just to kind of diffuse. that shadow. I'll put some in my inner corner too to brighten things up. That was very high pitched, wasn't it? Up. And maybe along the edge here too, just to diffuse. Because the outer corner of my eye is so dark, I don't want it to pull down, right? I still want my eye to look lifted, so that's why I'm doing this. I'm still going to grab some of that peach butter color and just run it along the lower lash line. You won't really see it, but it will help to blend the shadow that we place there. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of this color, Fresh Picked, with that same brush and run that along the lower lash line. Just try to not cover your brush too much in that color because you don't want it to get everywhere, all over your face. And then once you have that all blended out on your lower lash line, I'm going to grab that Sigma E55 again and Peach Punch. And just run that on the first half here, so from the inner corner to my pupil. I'm going to clean off my brush again, grab some of Peach Tart, and then run that from my pupil to the outer corner. And then up to connect the upper shadow to the lower lash line shadow. And then I cleaned off my brush again, and I'm just going to just make sure everything's blended very nicely and diffused. And if you need to periodically clean it off because it's picked up some of that dark shadow, feel free to. And then for final touch, I'm just going to grab this color, Peach Meringue, and put that in the inner corner. So there you go. Now if you would like to, you can put eyeliner on. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can put some mascara on. I would recommend that. It'll just make your eye look more awake. But what I'm going to do is pick up my highlighter here. Any highlighter will do. This is the, upside down, the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of that and put that on my inner corner. Just to add a little bit of shine. So for me, for eyeliner, I'm sure some of you can probably guess, I'm using my Rimmel Scandaleyes nude pencil for the lower waterline. And what that, see if you notice, what that did was it made my eye look more awake, made me look more awake, made my eye look more lifted. Rather than using a black, which would deepen it and would still look nice, but I just think for a springy, to make this look a little bit more springy, I want to look more awake and fresh, so that's why I chose a nude eyeliner for the lower waterline. And for the upper waterline, I'm going to use this Rimmel Scandaleyes eyeliner, and it is in the shade brown. All that work and it's the shade brown. Yeah, it's just a brown pencil, and I'm just going to run that along the upper lash line. Okay, so liner's on. Now I'm going to do mascara, and I'm going to use the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. It's just a sample that I got. I still really like it. I think I'm going to end up, oh, dropped it. I think I'm going to end up buying the full size of it. Okay, so I have my mascara on, and you completely don't have to do this. I'm just being extra. I'm going to put some lashes on. I'm going to use House of Lashes Temptress just for those who are curious. But if you don't want to put lashes on, I think this look still looks beautiful without them. So I'm just going to pop them on and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the finished look, guys. I hope that you liked it. Also, if you'd like to, please follow me on Instagram. I'll have my Instagram handle here on the screen. And also please give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more beginner looks from me. If you have any suggestions for the next tutorial that I should do, or which palette you would like to see next, please leave it in the comments down below. Also please subscribe so we can continue on this makeup journey together. And until next time, bye guys.